Technically, this planner doesn't start until December the 26th, but the week of the 26th is pretty much a week where there's not much going on for me and my family. So I am going to be using it for the week of December the 12th to the 18th, and as like a test run to kind of see how I like using this setup, because I'm planning on using this like time blocking. I have some stickers here from Planner Kate that I think are going to match well with the December over here, since I'm not planning on whiting that out. And I also have the weekly actions from MakseLife that I am planning on filling out and going ahead and setting up the reflections on the back of that with some of these knockout print shop stickers. The reason this is ripped out is because I set up, and I can leave a link up here in a card for that video. I set up my MakseLife companion notebook, and there ended up being 2 extra weeks in the first quarter. So those got ripped out, and so I'm gonna use that this week in combination with this, because this is technically how my system's gonna be next in 2023. I'm going to be using these and combining it with the weekly planner, but I'm not gonna rip these out every week. I'm gonna keep them in the notebook. So how I plan on doing that is, today I am going to set up the hourly first, and then I'm going to come to the weekly actions and work on that and get that set up first. I'm only gonna put in like the appointments that I absolutely know are happening, and then after I do my weekly actions, I'll go ahead and come back to this and do the time blocking and see like when I'm gonna get those things done. First, I want to start with trimming down this washi. This is really pretty. I guess they didn't have a thinner strip of this like particular pattern. I got this one, and I thought that what I would do is just cut it in half so that it is thinner, and then I will use it up here to cover up the dates, and then I will use these to redate it. And I'll go ahead and speed through that part up and then come back when I'm done. Now that I've got it dated, what I'm going to do is, I don't need the 6 o'clock time slot. I rarely ever like need that. So what I'm planning on doing is using that area, at least on this spread, because of the fact that I used like washi. And if I hadn't, I probably could just put that information above the date, but for now, this is how I'm going to do it. I have these, and there's something happening like 5 days that I kind of need to mark at the very top, because it's something that's just doesn't have a time attached to it, and it's basically like a whole day thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay these out and white out the times probably on here, since I'm not putting that there, but we'll see. I might not do that. I might just leave that there. There's a birthday on it. Let's see how these boxes go on here, because I've never used these before. I want to make sure I cover up the time. There, that works fine. And then there's a birthday, and then on Wednesday, this starts the 12 days of Christmas. Well, technically the 12 days of Christmas starts on Christmas, but for the writing tools that Erin Condren made, the 12 days, I'm going to start like sharing those in my stories on Instagram on the 14th. By the time you're watching this though, I will have already been sharing it on there. It just magically works out that for this spread, I kind of have like something happening every day that I want to mark off. I really like how that looks. They fit pretty cool on that box. It's like a hair too long, but it's fine. Avatar also comes out on this day. But that's not what I was going to put up here. I was going to put that my girls can wear their Christmas shirts. So that means maybe I'll split the box. I don't know. Question mark. Maybe I'll save that information for like the sidebar. This is what happens when you use a new planner. You kind of like, the first time you're using it, you're like, what do I do? Appointments. On Tuesday, I have a massage. So let me get some blue for that. That is at 8:30. But with travel time, I'm gonna want to use a bigger box than just like this. And the appointment is like an hour. Driving time, let's see, let me think. And I'll probably put it there and then over, I get back home. I might need a 2-hour. I might need a 3-hour box. Just because. Let me see what a 2-hour box looks like on there. 2 hours would put me till like 9:30. I probably won't get home till like 10 anyway. Let me do a 3-hour box. So I'm gonna leave around that time and there. And then what I'll do is I'll use this blue one, I'll layer over and I'll stick it right here at the 8:30, where 8:30 would go, maybe. And I'll write, I have sometimes, I actually had massage I could have used. Maybe that's what I should use instead, is a massage one. So I want to do the time blocking like this because then it'll help me kind of like with my overall week. I can see, I'm using my nails to scrape this up because I don't have like I want to be able to quickly see like this is how much time I'm dedicating to this, that, and the other thing. I don't know, it kind of looks weird because that's not a dash. I'm going to leave it like that. And I'm going to use 8:30, one of these transparent ones. I believe this is a Julie's Plans font, but I got this from Orange Umbrella Co. These are like a vinyl sticker. There. Thursday at 12, there is a call. I'm not going to use this box because it's the same color up there and that's going to be confusing. I'm going to stick this right there for right now. But I will I have an hour slot I can use. Do I even have any more 12s on here? Yes. Just use an hour dash. Hour. I'm gonna stick it right there for the meeting. These are pretty consistent at an hour, even though I know that's 12. I'm gonna stick a 12 right there, just because. And I will write. I'm gonna use the erasable one today. This is, and I'm gonna go ahead and write in the stuff up here that I have on the top. That I have little, where are they? I have little like birthday sticker things. See, these are these cute little presents. Mini ones, they fit on the line from Knockout Print Shop. So there's a birthday on Tuesday and another birthday on Saturday. So I'm gonna put a little present there. And then Saturday, present. Wednesday, okay, that's gonna be the 12 days of writing. And I'm on the coil. That's gonna be annoying. Let's see. I should have wrote on the sticker first. 12 days. That wasn't too bad. I can't talk and write at the same time. Thursday. the kids can wear their pajamas to school. And also, like, the other reason why I wanted to use this for this week is because this is the last week before they go on Christmas break, and I have like a lot of content related things that I need to wrap up. As if there's anything that needs to be filmed, it needs to be done on this week, because with them home, that's not gonna happen. What I say, pajamas, I'm gonna write pajama day. And then on Friday, they are allowed to wear a Christmas shirt. And I'm just gonna write Xmas shirt and birthday. Let's see the kids' soccer schedule. Soccer. So there's a game on Monday. It's likely gonna be at 5:30. So I wonder if I should just like, they're probably gonna stay after, so I probably don't need to like go anywhere. But guess what? I have like I have home game stickers and away game stickers that I could use if I want to, just to use my stickers. All right, I think these are the cutest soccer balls. These are like the cutest ones I've found from Knockout Print Shop. They're mini and they fit like right on the line. And then these are Julie's Plans fonts, and they're like, it was a custom home game and away game. So I might use that. Let's see, where's my schedule? It is, so home, I'll put a little ball. Right there. I'm gonna put home game. And these are perfect too, that they fit like right in there. On, let's see, the 13th, there's an away game, another home game on Wednesday. So Wednesday, it's gonna be at the same time. Home game. Oh, on the coil, hold on a second, flip. I'm gonna use this because it's blue, and this is for my son. These two are my daughter's game. So that'll help me like distinguish it without actually writing down anything. And it being like way down here is because it's an away game, and that means somebody's gotta have to pick them up from the school when they get back. All right. And let's see, Thursday, no game, and there's like a tournament starting on Friday and Saturday, but I don't have times yet for the tournament. So I'm thinking, I might use like a sticky note to mark it, and that way so I can remember. I'm gonna like use one of these for right now. And then as soon as I have those times, I will be able to write them in there. I'm gonna write Friday and Saturday soccer tournament. Okay, that's really for me to kind of like know not to schedule other stuff around when that might happen. Oh, I just remembered something. This is the email. The 15th, on the 1st and the 15th, I have an email go out, Lauren's List. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested in that. But that needs to go out on the 15th, which means I need to work on it here. Maybe I should go ahead and start working on my weekly actions so that I can get this off my head. All these things I'm thinking about all of a sudden. And then I'll come back to this, because that's all of the timed appointment stuff. Like everything else is task related, and I just need to figure out when I'm gonna do what. The only thing I don't know the times are these games. Okay, let's go ahead and move this aside, and I'll go ahead and get these out, get my weekly actions. I'm gonna move this over. Okay, I have a little sticky note here. It says, give yourself a pep talk if no goals. So this is coming from like the Moxie goal setting series that Sierra did, and I'll leave some links in the description too to those videos if you're interested in that, or at least to like the first one. But she said that in the second part of the series, that if you have like a week, for example, where maybe you're not planning on doing any kind of actions towards your goals, then you could use this space to give yourself a little pep talk. And I thought that was like interesting, an interesting idea. I brought these out to use, but I think these are too big. Yeah. Okay, my phone battery is dying, so I need to speed this up. Let me go ahead and set up my reflections. So I was using MakseLife in the beginning of 2022, and the reflections pages, I think what I'm going to do is like a rainbow with these colors. So I'm going to put winds. I think I'll go winds. I know if I don't, okay, so what I was going to say is that with these reflection pages, if I don't set this up in advance, I will skip it, because then the end of the week will come and I need to work on my goals, and working on my goals tends to eat up like a lot of space. Is this about half? I'm gonna do it right here. Not gonna be perfect. And winds worked, didn't work. I'm like, this is how I remembered it. I'm not even reading it here. I remember it in my head that it was winds worked, didn't work, lessons and adjustments. That's why I'm like, this is not in that order. So that's confusing me. Winds worked, didn't work, lessons. That should be enough space. Didn't work, lessons. Come on, there we go. And adjustments. I'm going to use this color for the adjustments. I'm not going to do, I'm going to do like, it's going to be like all the way across for that. I'm just eyeballing it. I usually don't need very much space on my adjustments. That's like one of the perks of like having used this already, kind of knowing how much space you typically use for each thing. I won't do anything else here, but at least like I have it sectioned off so that when the end of the week comes, I can just use, I typically would like bullet point, write things out, but I might journal kind of it instead. Okay, so one of the things about Moxie that they tell you is to just jump into the weekly actions if everything else is overwhelming, to just start there. And that's what I did last year too, is I started early because I got the undated 6-month 7x9 inserts, and I set it up and ended up having 4 weeks of these that I could start it in December. And that's what I did. I just started with the weekly actions. I didn't have like goals for the month set or anything like that, because technically what you should be doing is determining what your weekly actions are based on what your monthly goals are. So I think what I'm going to do is sit down for a minute, and I will probably like speed through this part up and reflect on like what I want to focus on in each of these areas. And then I might just give myself a little pep talk as opposed to writing down action steps. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so that took me a little longer to do, and I decided to just kind of give myself a little pep talk, and I think that worked out well. I am going to, let's see, now that I did that and I got that out of the way, I think I'm going to use, for right now, I'm going to use the sidebar to kind of list off some things. And then because there's some stuff that I'm still working on now that I might not need to work on next week. But for now, what I'll do is, because I don't have a plan for using this space over here on the side, I'm going to list off just a couple of things that absolutely like need to happen. I think I'm going to go ahead and mark right here, like trash. Our trash day is on Wednesday, but I like to take it out at in the afternoon on Tuesday, so we don't forget, because sometimes they come really early and then other times they don't. I don't know, I don't understand it. So over here, I think I'm gonna list like this week. So I know I need to wrap presents, and I'm gonna write Avatar, so we might go watch that. Okay, I said email. Okay, her last day of her antibiotics is on Thursday. I'm gonna write day 10, Thursday. I just did a video for J&B Living. I just posted that on today. The day I'm filming this, it's Friday the 9th. So there's not going to be a video this week. I do need to film this week. I want to film another plan with me on Thursday. Let's see, Thursday, I can film it here. Let me get a time block thing. I'm gonna use a 2-hour one. And I'm gonna put it right here. I'm just gonna write film. And I'm gonna do that in my plum paper. It'll be probably the last plan with me in that one. Plan with me. Plum paper, vertical priorities, and it's going to be the week of the 19th through the 25th. I cannot believe it's so close to Christmas already. So on Thursday's payday, I think I'll use this to mark what this week is. So this is what I do in my daily. I use the little dot to dot what it is. Let's see, is there anything else here? I'm looking at I used the notepad. This is from the surprise box. I use this to write out what I have in advance so that I didn't have to think too hard. I mean, obviously the more I use this, the better I'll get at it, and I don't know if I will film myself doing a plan with me every week, but I will try and do one at least once a month, maybe, probably starting in January. Okay, so my battery was dying, so I had to continue working without it, and so this is what I ended up with for the week. And I came up with an idea to use some washi to attach my weekly actions to my bookmark, so I could just snap it in and it can stay together like that. At least that's gonna be how it will be just for this week. I don't know if I'll do weekly actions next week. I figured if anybody was kind of doing that system and they were trying to figure out a way to kind of keep it together with this, that would be a smart idea. I just used some washi, and I think this turned out great. I used this area right here to kind of help remind me to do this every day, and then I'll have to make sure to do that the next week as well until all the 12 days are done. But I already have all that stuff pre-filmed, so it's not that big a deal. Just make sure I upload the story, and if I forget, then I'll just upload 2 stories in one day, and it'll just have to be that way. Life's not perfect. So I like how this turned out as far as me seeing my when I'm gonna do stuff. This is the first time I've done that, and I feel a little bit less overwhelmed than I did. I know there's a lot going on. I usually don't do this much filming and editing all in 1 week, so we'll see how I feel at the end, and having a massage right there on Tuesday I think will help me kind of chill out a little bit. Anyway, I hope you liked this and you found this video helpful in helping you figure out how you're going to use your hourly planner. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed if you want to see more functional planning tips and videos like this with a focus on self-care. You see how I have my afternoon reset in here. I tend to have lots of time space. I don't like doing way too many things at one time. But anyway, I will go ahead and end this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.